Political stories from Maharashtra never disappoint you. In fact, one more buzzing political story coming in from the state of Maharashtra when today MNS chief Raj Thackeray visited Matoshree to meet his cousin Uddhav Thackeray after 13 years. Amid new signs of political equations and bonhomie, the thaw in the relationship between these cousin brothers. Remember the last time Raj Thackeray went to Matoshree was in 2012 at the time of Balasaheb Thackeray's death. It is also Uddhav Thackeray's 65th birthday. So this meeting is being considered important for both personal and political, in fact, messaging as far as the Thackeray brothers are concerned. Earlier, on July 5th, both the leaders were seen together on the stage during a rally which they championed the cause of stronger Marathi identity based on the language, in fact, controversy that is brewing in Maharashtra.
For the first time in 13 years, Maharashtra Nirman Sena chief Raj Thackeray climbed the steps of Matoshree, a place that was once a home for him, but for the last 2 decades has served as the political base of his rival and estranged cousin Uddhav Thackeray. Could this unexpected reunion signal a shift in Maharashtra's political landscape? The visit came on Uddhav Thackeray's 65th birthday, a surprise gesture by Raj Thackeray, who was accompanied by senior MNS leaders like Balanand Gaokar and Nitin Sardesai. Reacting to the visit, Uddhav Thackeray said that the moment brought him immense joy.
आपण असं म्हणतो द्विगुणित तर नुसता द्विगुणित नाही कित्येक पटीने तो गुणित झालेला आहे त्याच्यामुळे नक्कीच पुढचा सगळा जो काय काळ आहे तो चांगला होईल याची मला खात्री आहे.
The brief 20-minute meeting between the Thackeray cousins has reignited the buzz around a possible MNS-UBT alliance, speculations that had been fading out recently. MNS insiders say Raj Thackeray has been cautious this time, keeping in mind past experiences from 2014 and 2017. The BJP, however, downplayed the optics, urging people not to read too much into a birthday greeting.
त्याच्या वाढदिवसासाठी अगर कोण एकत्र येऊन अगर शुभेच्छा देत असेल ते पण कुटुंब अगर एकत्र येत असेल त्याच्यामध्ये वाईट मानायचं कोणाला काहीच कारण नाही पण ह्याच्यामध्ये खऱ्या अर्थाने राज साहेबांचं कौतुक करायला पाहिजे की त्यांनी मनाचा मोठेपणा दाखवला आणि उद्धव ठाकरेंच्या वाढदिवसाला मातोश्री पर्यंत गेले.
What's added to the speculation is Raj Thackeray's birthday post, where he referred to his cousin as Shiv Sena Paksha Pramukh, a title heavily contested since the Sena split. This, even as Eknath Shinde and his camp have made repeated overtures towards Raj Thackeray in recent months.
बघा महाराष्ट्राच्या मनात काय आहे हे तुम्हाला विधानसभेच्या निवडणुकीत दिसलं आणि महाराष्ट्राच्या मनात काय आहे हे तुम्हाला ज्या स्थानिक स्वराज्य संस्थाच्या निवडणुका आहेत त्यातही दिसेल. आता काही पक्षाच्या नेत्यांच्या मनात काय आहे ते महाराष्ट्रातल्या मनातलं आहे असं म्हणणं काही योग्य नाही आहे. फार मोठं स्टेटमेंट होईल ते.
For the first time in 13 years, Raj Thackeray visited his old house, Matoshree. The occasion was his elder brother and Shiv Sena UBT's chief Uddhav Thackeray's 65th birthday. What could otherwise be seen as a familial environment or occasion does have a lot of political color as well, especially keeping in mind the rumors that have been making rounds. Makes it very clear that the alliance between the two parties can be announced at any given point of time from now onwards. With camera person Rajendra Dayalkar, this is Anuj Rait reporting for NDTV from Mumbai.
Asif Bamla is the spokesperson of the BJP who is joining us at this moment on this story. Chandrasekhar Jha, Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray spokesperson. Sujata Pandey is a political analyst. Thank you so much for all of you for joining me this evening. Let me start by asking you, Mr. Jha, is this a stamp of approval for both the brothers now coming together? It's a political compulsion or, you know, a fight for survival as the BJP calls it for the Thackeray brothers?
I don't think it is fight for survival because Maharashtra always remembers the Thackeray's. And Maharashtra has not forgotten the Thackeray's, otherwise the Lok Sabha result would have been something different. It is in Vidhan Sabha that something different has happened. But eventually, the two Thackeray's coming together. The big thing in Maharashtra politics has come, and the union will bring some good things in the Maharashtra politics. And the fearful thing is for the BJP and the rest of the team for the BJP and their alliances. And I believe that this reunion, if continues, it will give a boost to the politics as well as to the party workers as well as to the persons who are involved in the politics.
Can I understand from you, Mr. Bamla, before we get into the reasons of why both of them are coming together, because both of them have been on a very different spectrum, to say the least. MNS in the Lok Sabha election was trying, and even in the Vidhan Sabha election was seen tilting towards the NDA. Do you think that both these brothers coming together is going to be a pivotal tectonic shift, especially in the politics of Mumbai? The BMC election, which people are waiting for more than 3 years now, both the brothers coming together is going to have a huge impact, possibly even at the cost of the BJP in the BMC. Sir, could you unmute yourself, please?
We are happy that both the brothers have finally come together with each other, because the way they were backlashing at each other, कि उद्धव जी said कि उन्होंने हमारे पीठ में खंजर खोपा है, राज ठाकरे ने उन्हें अपॉर्चुनिस्ट बताया था जब वो एमवीए के साथ मुख्यमंत्री के कुर्सी के लिए जो है बीजेपी का साथ छोड़ गए थे. तो ये इतनी सरगर्मियों में if at all they have come together, we are happy. And what's wrong? उन्होंने मिलके क्या इतना तूफान कर दिया कि we are getting sleepless nights, we have lost everything. अरे, there is one party which has come below 20 in the last election. The other party could not even save their own son to win his election, the MNS. So what is so exciting about them? And आज उनका जन्मदिन है. Very good that brother Maharashtra की संस्कृति है कि to wish each other.
But Bamla Sahab, I'll tell you why it is interesting. Because today you are commenting and saying इन्होंने क्या कर लिया, क्या नहीं कर लिया. It is the same Raj Thackeray who was very pally and close to the NDA, including your party, especially after the split of the Shiv Sena took place. You took him along in the last Vidhan Sabha election, in this Vidhan Sabha election as well.
We did not take him.
I'll tell you how. His son, he fought the election. He was supported by the BJP. You did not put up a candidate against him.
That seat went to Sena. So they fought it. BJP and Sena fighting and Sena ने fight किया उस सीट. हम लड़े हैं उसमें सीट में. किसने कहा आपको we have not fought? We fought and we supported the Sena candidate. Why should we support MNS?
That caused a lot of heartburn between the BJP and the Shiv Sena.
See, we cannot align with parties like MNS who have hatred for the state, for the people coming from the other states, first of all. So good, now that they have aligned together, ये बहुत अच्छा है. This is very good for us, and you will see the results now in the Mumbai Mahanagar Palika election. Okay. And what is their alliance? What is so great in their match fixing and making that's going to upset us?
At least, let me get Sujata Pandey on this. Sujata Pandey, what is so great about this is what the BJP is asking. But the appeal that the Thackeray's have had, especially, hold on, Mr. Mamla, especially with the Marathi voter, the Marathi speaking voter, the Marathi Manus, which was the core vote bank of the Shiv Sena. Possibly that is where they believe in the BMC elections, they are going to hit a gold mine with both of these brothers coming in. MNS has been used tactically, by after the division of the Shiv Sena, by the NDA or people would suggest by the BJP to try and keep that sentiment away, the Marathi Manu sentiment divided as far as the politics of Maharashtra is concerned. How significant is both of them coming together?
So, okay, Ankit, so let's just understand from the data itself, not just the media hype and the narrative that we hear. The fact is that the Marathi vote bank that we are just talking about, that these two brothers, if they come together and it will really have an impact on the coming BMC elections. Actually, if you see the 2019, and the previous elections, the word how the Shiv Sena and MNS both have consistently been losing the Marathi vote bank also by 20-30%. Okay, and also, the one we assume that these two brothers are ideologically same because they once had Bala Saheb Thackeray as a father figure and the Hindutva identity. Both of them have lost that. See, Uddhav Sena is more like an urban Marathi Manos who talks about Marathi Asmita and all that. But then MNS is a completely, someone who's a very aggressive, who beats people on the name of Hindu. And so there is an ideological difference as well. So even if these two come together, I do not see they will create a magic because of three factors. One, BMC, one that Uddhav Sena has 84 seats and it's been rampant with corruption. People in Mumbai are fed up with things not being done. And Uddhav Sena sees it, and both the brothers see this as an opportunity to strategically reposition themselves because frankly, they have nothing new to tell to people. They have lost the Hindutva plan. Uddhav Sena, after his alliance with, the Maha Agadi, they have lost the entire, and they become more or less secular. So they lost the Hindutva base, and their internal party also had a lot of confusions and a lot of MLAs walked away.
If that was so, Sujata, then why are we still waiting for the BMC elections more than 3 years that they should have been done? I mean, there is a reason why the BJP doesn't want to, in fact, go into the BMC election if the things were so rosy and the things were so bad for, in fact, the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray or the Shiv Sena in general. The BMC election would have happened and done and dusted by now.
No, there's a reason for it, and those are more, I think, more operational issues. And I think now the dates have been also announced.
There is nothing operational about political decisions.
You have to understand these two brothers have come together not to just do some charisma in the Maharashtra politics. Because frankly, Ankit, I come from Maharashtra, and people who live in Maharashtra and see the day-to-day politics, these two brothers have lost their shine. Somebody was saying that the Mumbai remembers Thackeray. Yes, Mumbai remembers Thackeray, but not Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray. Mumbai remembers Sri Bala Saheb Thackeray and his Hindutva, which both of them have lost completely. Also, this is an attempt, just 30 seconds, this is an attempt to just divide the Hindu Marathi, but just to correct you were saying Marathi Hindu. No, it is just to divide the Hindu Marathi vote because they know on 180 plus seat, the Muslim votes will remain with them, which is about 50-20 seats, where the Muslim vote.
Whatever it is, it's a political strategy. They are also, in fact, hoping that while the BJP's political strategy has been division in the opposition parties. Hold on, Sujata, you've made your point. I'll come back to you. Jayant Menkar is a senior journalist from Maharashtra who is joining us at this moment. Mr. Menkar, let me understand from you, sir. Sujata seems to be completely dismissing that there is not going to be much impact of Uddhav and Raj Thackeray coming in together. So is Mr. Bamla. Is this a last attempt, futile exercise on the part of the Thackeray brothers to try and invoke, some Marathi pride, some nostalgia about Balasaheb Thackeray and the Thackeray surname? Or is it a fight of relevance? Will they have an impact or not?
Both seems to be ignoring the fact that since 1985 till 2022, barring a minor gap of 4 years, BMC was ruled by Thackerays or Shiv Sena only, and consistently from 1997 till 2022. Why 3 years you didn't take the election? That the political analyst refuses to give a concrete answer. When everything is clear, why you are not? Because you are not sure to come back. Well, anyway, let's come back to only the union of two brothers who were estranged on the personality clash 19 years before. They came on Marathi agenda. Everybody knows that Hindi language and everything. Today, on his birthday of the elder one, when the younger sibling goes, don't forget, well, I do agree with this. This is their political compulsions that are bringing together. That is 75,000 crores Mumbai Municipal Corporation's budget. They don't want it to go out of their hand where they had a rule from 1985 till 2022. That's the only fact.
Okay.
And with that Marathi agenda, they have realized that they can do it. Because still, the only Marathi speaking population in Mumbai is somewhere between 30 to 35%.
Okay.
Well, I do agree it is divided in three parties. But with the two parties having Thackeray surname are coming together, obviously the third party completely loses its significance. And that is what is happening with Thackeray surname. Thackeray is synonymous
All right.
with
Mr. Menkar,
BMC.
hold on to that thought. Let me get in Chandrasekhar Jha at this moment. Mr. Jha, while the BJP, like Mr. Bamla and Sujata was in fact pointing out that this is a very desperate attempt, something that Mr. Menkar, who feels that both the brothers coming together will have an impact as far as the BMC election goes, but everybody agrees on one part. It's a very last desperate attempt to stay relevant. If you are booted out of the BMC, like the kind of results that you have seen, even in the Lok Sabha election, it was not Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray which got a major boost. It was the Congress and the NCP whose strike rate was much better than the Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray. At this moment, why shouldn't this be read as a desperate move? And why do you think the voters will buy this now?
See, we were not desperate in any of the moments. If you see, when the party was divided, we were also not desperate at that moment. So it cannot be seen that we are desperate at this moment. But eventually, each and every elections are important. As far as the BJP says also, we also says that each and every elections are important. So in any manner, if you see the situation which has erupted, the BJP made the division in the party, then this Eknath Shinde group formed their own party, and this Supreme Court verdict, which is also pending with regard to this single issue. Now, everything which combines these things made the paveway for the two brothers to come in. And eventually this coming...
No, so they have come in because dil mile hain ya political compulsion hai, isliye majburi hai, isliye saath mein hai?
सी पॉलिटिक्स तो जुड़ा हुआ है, पॉलिटिक्स तो कहीं ना कहीं रहेगा ही. डेस्परेशन किसी तरह से किसी के चेहरे पे है क्या? किसी के चेहरे पे नहीं है. So it will not be a compulsion for politics, but eventually politics is.
Okay, Mr. Bamla, let me bring you that question that I was asking Sujata earlier as well. If there is no impact, if these both these entities are so insignificant as far as the BJP is concerned, why has been there such a long wait for the BMC election? People are also asking this question: who's running the BMC at this moment?
First of all, let me tell you that the spokesperson, whoever spoke, is not aware that the matter was in the court. And now that it is happening, it's of course the decision and the orders and the instructions of the court to conduct the elections. So we believe in judiciary and we believe in the rule of law. A. B. In so far as 20 years that the Shiv Sena has been coming to power, let me tell you, it was purely the charisma of the late Balasaheb Thackeray, which led them to win Thane and Mumbai and all the other corporation and the other elections as well. And now, of course, with Uddhavji himself changing his ideologies, shifting towards the side of the Congress, what is left with them? What ideology is he left with? MNS ka kya ideology? I don't even talk about because it's a waste of time. Third thing, let me also tell you
NCP का क्या ideology है? You've been doing business with the NCP. Ajit Pawar is in your alliance, the same person who the Prime Minister had also said that should be behind bars. So what are you talking about ideology?
No, let me submit the last thing, that BJP in the last corporation election got equally as much seats as the Shiv Sena got. Let me tell you, we were just one or two lesser than them. So we were equally
82 seats.
Two less. Yeah, I think.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
So तो आप ये मत समझिए कि बीजेपी की ताकत पहले कोई कम थी और अभी बढ़ गई, और अभी की बात तो आप छोड़ ही दीजिए. अभी इनका कोई वाली नहीं है, इनके पास कोई इशू नहीं है. What is this issue?
Okay.
Is this an issue?
Okay, I have last 2 minutes on the broadcast. Let me bring in.
We have ourselves said that Marathi is compulsory and the first language. What are they hobnobbing and playing tom-tom about?
Sir,
and you think the people,
but sir, there was
people
pressure.
want
You had to roll back a
Maharashtra's
decision of the government and order of the government. So let's not tom-tom that there was no
Devendra
pressure
Fadnavis.
as far as the
Remember
government is
that.
concerned. The bravado, of
Mumbai
course, will
also
be
needs
tested
Devendra
in the
Fadnavis.
electoral voters. But Sujata, let me bring you in at this moment. Eventually, the proof of the
magic
pie
of
would be in
Devendra
eating it.
Fadnavis'
And once the
progressive
BMC election happens,
policies
possibly
will
will
work.
define the lines of how, whether this alliance has the heart behind it or is it just political compulsions, isn't it?
Of course, and you know why I am so suspicious about this two brothers coming together, because even on the Marathi and versus Hindi issue, the three language policy, even from the dais when Uddhav Thackeray clearly said कि साथ आए हैं रहने के लिए, in Marathi, but then MNS chief did not say anything. He just kept quiet. Even in the recent meeting just 15 days ago, before talking to the journalists, there was reports that he said we will see how it goes. Even the Sanjay Raut, who does the press conference every day, morning 9 o'clock and suggests to ANR, he's saying that we don't know what's happening. It's up to brothers to decide. So, this moment, it's safe to say that they have come together, seeing the 52,000 plus crore, budget of the BMC,
Okay.
which they don't want to go over because obviously that's where it comes to, so every
Okay.
party knows that whoever controls BMC controls the real estate, controls the land, controls the most of the administration. And
I
that's
think
how
the
it is about
importance
the
of the
political survival
BMC
and
is
relevance.
not, and the budget of the BMC is not lost on anybody, and that is why Mr. Bamla was saying the court has now asked for the elections to be conducted. Sir, you should also understand that the people went to the court because the elections were not being conducted by the government. So there have been, all these questions, and the political understanding, of course, of the BMC is very, very important. It is not lost on anybody. Mr. Mankar, let me understand this from
give
you
me 10
then.
seconds to
If
answer
the
you, Ankit.
upcoming upcoming
can I have 10
BMC
seconds to
election,
answer
is
you?
that going to decide the
Can I get
future
10 seconds?
of the Thackeray brothers, both Mr. Uddhav Thackeray and
Precisely.
Mr. Raj
You
Thackeray?
put it. You have hit the nail. बिल्कुल perfect है. That's the fact that on one side, yes, Uddhav Thackeray is a former chief minister. Of course, he had achieved something. But on the other hand, Raj Thackeray does not have even MLA or MP. This particular election, he knows will decide his fate, whether BMC, the 75,000 crore budget, what BJP is vying for, because even 10 small states can't have the budget what BMC has. And that is why BJP is desperately trying. Okay, we had 82. You had 82 then. You are not with Shiv Sena. When you are with Shiv Sena, how much you had, they are not answering.
Okay.
Here two brothers are coming together. Particularly the point, Ankit, that you mentioned, after enforcing Hindi and then forcing to withdraw.
Okay.
That is the biggest
No.
mistake.
तोड़ देंगे क्या?
That is
No.
the biggest
Okay.
mistake
Okay.
that
Two brothers coming together to do
BJP
what?
did.
Okay. I will have to leave it there. I will have to leave it there. I'm sure we will see more fireworks as we come closer to the elections of the BMC. And possibly, as at least everybody, there is a consensus on the fact that this BMC election, whether it's a desperate measure to stay relevant as far as the BMC is concerned, and through BMC still have another shot, live to fight another day for Raj and Uddhav Thackeray. This is going to be a defining political election for the brothers. Whether coming together helps or not, time will tell. Thank you so much to all my guests for joining me and putting forward your point of view on this important political debate.